All right. Happy Feel Good Friday. We just got done with an amazing Feel
Good
Good
meeting.
Friday,
This was like a
Mhm.
very well-rounded
right?
day.
Yeah, a lot of different people from different industries, a bigger I mean, I feel like every time we set records, and today, Amanda, who again, we had coffee, we had conversations. The thing about it too, you've been going to the group for how long?
I think like six months now or a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the 6 months though, people kept messaging me because they had met you. They said that there's something special about you.
Mm.
And then when I was looking for, because again, the previous leaders, they again their business is taking off. I
Mhm.
want that. That's what I want. And everyone kept suggesting you. So I had a phone conversation with you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, perfect, absolutely perfect. So thank you again for being a part of it. Again,
Yeah.
Amanda, she leads the Normal Heights / North Park uh, chapter, and she understands it. She
Mhm.
everybody has their story. Her story is pretty amazing, but the fact that your story kind of led you to San Diego in general
Yeah.
when you probably shouldn't have, like, this wasn't your main thing, and you
Mhm.
just naturally came here and
Mhm.
you fit right in. So thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, it was such a huge compliment to hear that people were speaking highly of me and connecting with me, and the taking over the Normal Heights North Park chapter has been so exciting and so much fun. And yeah, landing in San Diego was, it felt completely random at the time. I
Right.
had no good reason to be here. And as I've gotten connected into the community, I now know exactly why I'm here. And it is for that
I
human
love
connection
it.
and building my consulting practice and giving back to the community. And it feels so natural to be here in the San Diego area.
That's
Love it.
amazing.
Yeah.
Those meetings have really grown. I can
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
since you've hopped on board. It's like the volume of people, just like the interaction of that community. It's really growing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And we had two people here this morning who came from the North Park chapter.
Yes,
They'd
I
never been
love
to
it.
Encinitas before. And we were talking on Tuesday this week, and they went, "Oh, I'm coming on Friday. I'm clearing my
Yes.
schedule." And so I think it's wonderful that the community is growing and that they're wanting to be involved in the community as a whole, not
Totally.
just in
Yes.
the North Park chapter. I think that's, our goal with this community is that every day of the week you can be
Exactly.
plugged into the community, whether it's you have Tuesday available or Thursday or Friday or Monday. You can be part of this community whichever day of the week it fits in your schedule that
Exactly.
week.
Great point.
And it's funny,
Yeah.
we started these sub chapters too because people come down from like LA all the way down from Tijuana just to be
Mhm.
part of this, and we're getting so big. We've actually, again, we moved from Lazy Acres to Market Space to Goodania, and now here, and
Mhm.
now we're quickly kind of outgrowing this, which is amazing. But we also started the chapters to make it more convenient for people and
Mhm.
to make it maybe kind of weed out some of the people so that they go to the smaller chapters. What's amazing is people are going to the smaller chapters and still coming on Fridays.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
right.
I
Because
mean,
people wanted more interaction,
yeah,
more
Mhm.
community. They're like, I can't wait till next Friday. Like, I need Tuesday, I need Monday, I need
right.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the thing too is, and you heard it here, and I've said it before, people, and there's a place for it, BNI, chamber events, ACG,
Mhm.
provisors, absolutely there's a place for it. And but the thing about it, it's a lot more transactional. For here, it's that human connection. It's that
Mhm.
feeling like you're a part of something, you're going to get support. And we have ex-Google execs, Amazon execs. We've got people that have manufacturing companies, biotech, doctors, holistic practitioners. You see, we have a lot of coaches.
Mhm.
The thing is, a lot of times you don't get to be in a room with that many high level people, and you can learn from everyone. That's why I do coffees with everyone. You can learn from a student, you can learn from kids, you can learn from everyone. If you're open minded, beautiful things happen.
Mhm.
Beautiful. There was this little girl in front of this yoga class right here that was like standing in front of the door doing what the yoga
No
instructor was
way.
doing
Mm.
inside. It's like literally everybody needs a coach. Everybody
Yes.
needs a consultant. Everybody needs a mentor. It's like, how are you supposed to go out into the world and like know nothing? You don't have to. You can find somebody at the group. You can find somebody that you're like, hey, they're doing something I want to do. I want to pair up with them.
Right, exactly. And
Yeah.
then people here, I mean, like Christopher spoke last week. He does the rope therapy. This is a good opportunity again if you do want people to get to know you. I mean, again, everyone comes here heart centered. You can have a thriving business, and we've seen it. We've had 90 now. Christine started her 90th business, so or our 90th business, and we're going to continue to grow that. And that's why I always say, the group. There's something special about community and the group that if you have a question, or you're not even sure what you want to do with your life, you kind of figure out what your purpose is and what
Yeah.
your why is.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like San Diego's a good place for that.
Definitely.
Like
Right.
it's big enough where the connections are happening here, but it's also like a small town feel, like loving feel that you're supported of, like
Yes.
if you're not quite there yet.
Yeah. And but the thing too is with San Diegans love you because I've been here for 21 years. But everyone you kind of live in your own echo chamber, and your friends are your friends, which is amazing. You have friends that you've had since childhood. A lot of times though, it's hard to make new friends when you move to the city. And if
Mhm.
you ask everyone here, I'd probably say 80% of the people aren't from here. And so they're
Mhm.
still trying to make their tribe. And then now this is it. And if you can
Yeah.
explain too, I mean, you have a thriving real estate investment business, but
Mhm.
you know, what's the reason why you want to lead the group?
Yeah, it truly came one, you asked me. So I hadn't ever even had it cross my mind before we had that conversation of leading a group chapter. It truly was an opportunity that came to me and it felt aligned. It felt really good. And when you asked if I would be interested in it, my immediate gut response was yes.
I love it.
And so I'm someone who really evaluates opportunities as they come to me. I'm a 4-6 projector, if anyone is familiar with human design, and so the 4 in that is the opportunist. And
Right.
so the opportunities come to me, and then I evaluate whether or not they're a good fit for what's in alignment with me. I don't spend a lot of time even thinking about what I might do next.
Right.
And so when I felt like San Diego called to me, I kept meeting people. I was in Europe and everybody lived in San Diego or was from San Diego, or their best friend's sister had just moved to San Diego, and it felt like almost comical at some point
Wow.
of like everyone was talking about San Diego. So I was
Right.
like, well, I'll get a sublet and see if I like it. And I loved it. And so I got an apartment. I'm staying here now for at least a year. And and so I was like, well, I can make that commitment. And then with the group, I was invited to come, and I think I'd been here for 3 weeks. I was
Okay.
brand new to San Diego, and I was like, oh, I like these people. I like how this feels. And then I came to the Encinitas chapter after coming to the North Park chapter, and so it just felt like a really natural community to join and be a part of. And I was so attracted to the idea of that human to human connection because that's one of my passions.
Right.
So,
No, absolutely.
yeah.
And that's going to be a common theme you're going to see with people is sometimes people come here and they're just like, I don't know why I'm here. But I've heard about you guys like 7 or 10 different times.
Mhm.
And then they experience it. And then when they're about to leave, they always say, now I know why. It's hard to put on
Mhm.
paper what the group is. All it is, again, it isn't something we created from scratch. It's go back to the beginning of time. It's a village mentality.
Mm-hmm.
The village can really do a lot. It can empower you. It can give you the strength to overcome things. It can give you ideas. And so that's all this is. It's a village mentality.
There was a new person today who said she literally typed into
I
Google
know.
unstructured networking group or
Yeah.
no, unstructured group,
Wow.
and the group popped up on Google. Like, who's doing our SEO
Yeah, I
so
didn't do
perfectly?
that. I mean, yeah, that's amazing. And it really is. I always joke around. It's a non-networking networking group because it really is that. It's non-structured. I don't want it to be, we try to stay on time, obviously. Again, you're doing a great job, by the way, of keeping people
I had to
on.
get a new
Yeah,
battery.
I need to
in
get
my
that
watch.
bell. I have the bell right on my dresser. I got to bring it to like cut people off. But I get it. People get excited. You feel the energy and you want to talk about it. And the thing too is that's why I always say whenever I ask people to be speakers or, introduce themselves, a lot of times people will be like, I'm not ready. Let me prepare.
Mhm.
You're ready. If you believe in what you're doing, you're ready. You should be able to say what you do, what you are, what your purpose is, what your why is, right on the spot without it being structured. Because the problem is if you try to pre-plan it, now you're playing within that box again. And everything we do is outside the box. Be unique, be you. And if you're unique, because to be honest, you know how we have a lot of coaches? It's plenty of coaches. What makes you different? And you should be able to say that right on the spot.
Yeah, definitely. Do you remember when we used to be at Good Anya? Like, we had a lot of time for discussion, and people often would ask a question to the presenter that had nothing to do with their presentation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It would be like,
Yeah.
so what do you love in life? Like, what's your passion in life?
Yeah.
It had nothing, their questions were
Right.
just to find out more about you as the person, not
Right.
like your business,
Yes.
what you just presented about, because we already got those answers.
Right. No, you're right. People will
Yeah.
show up with like a PowerPoint presentation. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
And then someone will throw them off or we'll ask a question like,
Mhm.
like what's your purpose? What's your
Mhm,
why? And it
mhm.
throws them off. And then they start getting vulnerable. And then that's how you get to know people.
Yeah, and that vulnerability is so important and is one of the things that I try to lead with in the North Park chapter. I went out of order in the schedule accidentally on Tuesday, and it was totally fine. And
Yeah.
I realized when I'd skipped the thing that I had wanted to do in between speakers, I said, hey, I had planned on doing this, and I told June when I started, which I had
Yeah.
told you, that I am vibes only.
Right.
I am not super organized. I don't have all the Excel spreadsheets, but I will always show up authentically and I'll be honest. And we did the thing. And at the end of the time when I was going and talking to our guy who runs sound, this girl came out and she goes, are you the one who said you run on vibes?
Oh,
She goes,
yes.
I stopped working in the coffee shop.
Really?
She wasn't even part of the group. She goes,
Yeah.
I stopped working and I
Yeah.
just listened
I
because it was
love it.
authentic.
Yes.
And that's the thing I think that I love to pull out of speakers and that you guys do
Yes.
as well, is like, be you.
Yes.
We don't need perfection. We don't
Right.
need polished. Like, we have so many people in the world that are already doing things so well and curated,
Right.
but it feels distant.
Right.
This feels really present.
Yes.
And that's magnetic. That's real. That's attractive.
Absolutely.
Is being yourself.
Yeah, and you said it. It's magnetic
Mhm.
because we have a ton of our members here. They were just getting coffee, or they were going to
Yeah.
go to the bathroom. And good on you, because we were right in front of the
Mhm,
bathroom.
mhm.
We would get 20% of our membership base from people just going to the coffee, and then they felt something, they
Mhm.
heard something. And the thing, that's why I always say, be vulnerable. Talk about yourself, your personal life. What are you struggling with? A lot of people don't talk about what they're struggling with because they kind of think that that's their own thing and they're embarrassed to talk about it. But when you mention it, you put it out in the universe, you find someone else that's going through the same thing or went through it, and it's somebody that you can rely on.
Mhm.
So I mean, that's what it is. That's why I say Fridays are a vibe. I mean, it really is. You come here, it's hard to explain, but it's the energy.
Definitely. One of the speakers today, Dr. Al Hui, she led with such a great hook
Yeah.
that when she was a little girl, she put her head through a banister, and to get out of it, her ear came off. And it was like, I'm listening.
Yeah.
And what I know what her business is. She helps other health practitioners scale their business. But I was like, I want to know more,
Right.
because she led with that hook that was so personal, and like that
Yeah.
happened when she was 3 years old. So
Yeah.
she's had to be resilient since she was 3.
Well, that's why I say do coffee with as many people as possible, because you realize everybody has a story. Everyone kind of downplays their own story, but everyone's story is very unique.
Mm-hmm.
And to learn about her story and the struggles she went through, and I think I'd probably say out of the entrepreneurs, it's got to be 100% of the entrepreneurs, we've all struggled in one way or another, right? I came from an abusive family. I came from being taken away from my Mexican family, my first 6 years of my life, to being with this family in Arizona. And so it's things like that you start to realize that everyone has their story. I mean, she was in special ed until she graduated.
Yeah, that
She
was
went to medical
powerful.
school.
So powerful.
Yeah.
Just like I know the elevated side of her business and all of her successes. It's like, whoa, to
Right.
share something that vulnerable at such a young age is like, oh my gosh, now I know you as a person. Like, I
Right.
want to support your business.
Exactly. And to share it now, even as an adult, because we try to fit into, that box I always talk about. And for her to share something that vulnerable, that's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to send everyone to her.
Yeah. Gosh.
But again, thank you again for leading the Loya chapter. I'm telling
Normal
you,
Heights.
or Normal Heights. Sorry, Normal Heights chapter,
San Diego.
San Diego. Yeah, I keep doing that. Yeah, that's what's funny. It's not in North Park, but it's the
Mhm.
Normal Heights chapter.
I know.
No, it's in Normal Heights, but it's the North Park chapter, and we have the La Jolla chapter in San Diego.
Oh my gosh. It is
Honestly,
the Group SD
It's kind of how my mind works anyway.
It's
so
close,
it's
yeah.
close.
around here.
But like I said, that personal conversation, because typically how many people show up?
We've been between like 25 and 35, but growing.
I
Yeah.
love it. 25 to 35. It's going to continue to grow, especially with Amanda leading it. But that's your opportunity too to practice. Think of it like your mini TEDx talk. If you want to do a feature, do that. If you want to really get involved with the community, that's a great place to start. Fridays, absolutely. Build up to it. Start speaking at different chapters, and then if you're not afraid to speak in front of 100+ people, Fridays are where it's at. But Fridays, to me, the purpose of it is really to just kind of unite the community and have that energy release and build up at the end of the week. Because again, you've worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just let it go here, and that's what it is. But Mondays are more intentional. Tuesdays are more intentional. Thursdays are. So yeah, thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
What do you think? Where do you think Normal Heights Where do you think it'll be in the next like 6 months to a year?
And then by the summer, I want to have 50 people regularly
Oh,
coming. That's
okay.
kind of my goal. We are growing every week, and we've been talking to the community there because everyone hears about it word of mouth. I guess someone did Google unstructured networking groups
Yeah.
this week, but overwhelmingly,
Right.
either you are walking by or someone told you about it.
Right.
It's really an organic growth, and as people are benefiting from it, we're growing the group. And so I do want the
Yes.
community to grow, and something that I'm really hoping for in the North Park Normal Heights chapter is for the affinity groups to really be growing.
Okay. Yeah.
Because in the Encinitas group, I feel like every day of the week you guys are doing something up
Right.
here,
Mhm.
and it's not happening yet in North Park, but
Right.
it's starting to. And so
Perfect.
that's my big hope for the group, is that we need those. They're called third spaces.
Yes.
Of it's not your home, it's not your work. Where's that third space that you spend your time?
Yes.
And the group is really solving for that problem
Right.
in our community of what is that in between space. Where are you spending your free time, and who are you
Right.
spending it with?
Right.
And we want to be spending time with people who inspire us, who encourage us, who grow us.
I love that.
And I think that's really one of the deepest desires from the people that I've interacted with at any of the group chapters, is that desire for growth. And so when we're spending time with other people who have that same mindset, whether you're playing pickleball or you're surfing or you're going on a walk or you're learning to sew, if you're with a group of people, even if it has
Yes.
nothing to do with business, that are doing business and are living lives that they love and that they're proud of, you're going to be a better person all around. So
Love
See,
that.
that's what I want out of the North Park group.
Great
now, do you
goal.
know why we selected Amanda to be the leader of Normal Heights / North Park? I mean, this is exactly it. This is, and it's got to be kind of normalized, because again, you get stuck in the structure of corporate America. You've got to get a job. You've got to do this. Anything's possible with the group when you have people that are supportive and higher level. Everybody is an expert in something. So utilize the group, utilize the individual members. If you're looking for something to grow your business, you on a personal level, you're going to find it.
Definitely. And I want to commend you. It's hard leading the group solo, but you have such
Yeah.
a presence that it's like, no, I want to
I
listen
know.
to what you have to say. Like, I'm sure
Thank you.
just you solo at Normal Heights, even if nobody showed up, it's like you have something to give, you have something to say. When June was away for his birthday, I was like, oh, I need a partner, but like you're a powerhouse. So I
Thank
want to go to Normal Heights.
Thank you. Yeah, come
Yes.
visit anytime.
Yeah,
Okay.
we gotta go. We haven't actually been
As long
in.
as I can carpool with June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll carpool. You're gonna see us, message us, do coffee with Amanda, do coffee with myself. Yeah, if you can see, she's about to
Buy me a sandwich.
Yeah, there you go. Buy food. But just come. You're gonna figure out what the group really is. But then the great part about it is you're gonna find out what your purpose is too, and we're gonna help you achieve your purpose. I want everybody to be happy, and everyone should be happy and financially rewarded. And we could do this with this community.
Totally. I know. That's one thing about San Diego, really, is like when I moved away, when I lived in LA, I was like, LA has so many more businesses and entrepreneurs. It's like, no, San Diego has authentic businesses,
Yes.
authentic entrepreneurs. It's like the realness of this whole entire city is very obvious. So thank God I moved, huh?
Right, exactly. I mean, what would I do without
I
her? I mean,
know,
come on.
gosh.
And you'll want to watch the sunset.
I know. It's like people are just so they're like willing to open the door for you and say hello and let you in when you need to merge into traffic. It's like no other place in the world has like everything that you're looking for other than freaking San Diego. So good thing you went to
Yes.
Europe
Yeah, exactly.
to get
Right?
inspired by
Thank
San
God for
Diego.
Barcelona. Yeah.
Yes. And so again, thank you again. Thank you for all our viewers. Continue to like, subscribe. If you want to be on our podcast, we have the edited version as well. Contact us, but we're going to continue to do this. We'll be here every Friday. I'm typically at a lot of the chapters because I kind of bounce around, but let's connect. Let's do coffee.
Let's do coffee. Buy me a
Thank you.
sandwich.
Buy her a sandwich. All right.